Guys, do not be fooled. The original running of the Chihuahuas began 6 years ago right here in Chattanooga. I know, because I got to go there. It's 96. It was called the Mountain back then, but they created the promotion to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And you know what? They've been racing the Chihuahuas and other small dogs ever since. There we go, in the poncho. We talked to the owner of Harley, the very first winner back in 2008. And you know, she credited some begging strips for the victory.
I actually did get her out in the yard today and practiced with her a couple times with treats from the refrigerator, and just brought her over here, saw all the dogs, and we were nervous, but she actually came through for us.
Now, of course, the event has moved to the Tennessee Pavilion because it's a lot bigger now. It includes an all-day lineup of hot music. You can see groups like No No No, Heffron Drive, and DJ Cassidy. And Brad Steiner and Jason Walker, they're back with us this year to get us ready for the event. I see you've got your traditional Chihuahua gear on, although I can't help but notice it's a different poncho this year.
Well, when you become so famous,
This is true.
Well,
people start mailing, like this was mailed to me from a country that I don't even recognize.
Oh, wow.
You're so fashion forward.
Yeah, well, this is, I'm hoping to set a trend because...
Of what?
I'm not sure. People see me wearing this, and then the next day you expect it's almost it's almost like Seinfeld's puffy shirt.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that lasted one episode too.
Right.
So.
There you go. All right, guys,
year.
obviously the 7th running of the Chihuahuas, it seems to get bigger and bigger every year.
Gets bigger and bigger every year, but what was interesting about that footage that you just played is in the background was a woman, her name is Jennifer, and Oliver runs every single year.
Okay.
And even last year came in second.
Oh, wow.
And I think has been second. She's like the Susan Lucci of the running
wow.
of the Chihuahuas, the second every single year. So even though it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, the same sort of 12 people that showed up in our parking lot 6 years ago continue to come back and come back in force.
That's a lot more than 12 people, though, in this video.
Yeah, there was a good 5,000 2 years ago. It was. It's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, more than we ever anticipated.
And this is one of those events that has grown in a viral nature because one of the common calls that we get is how much is it to get in, or how much is it to register the dog?
Yep.
And what has happened over the years is the word around town has gotten out that this is a completely free event.
Yep.
And people love to, bring their friends, bring the entire family, bring their pets. There's no cost at all to participate.
That's awesome. And maybe Oliver can actually win this year and not end up on some Lifetime TV show, right?
Yeah, in the cover, in the footage, it looked like he had blood on him in the background.
Oh, yikes.
That was a tough year, first year.
So the running of the Chihuahuas, they can get a little, tense at moments, I guess.
They prepare. They come ready. There are people driving from Canada, from Baltimore, from New York, from New Jersey. They are coming from all around the country just to be in this event, and they are preparing months and months in advance. And, this event has gotten so big, like Jason was saying, it's even spawned copycats. Like what you're watching right now is a copycat running the Chihuahuas in Washington, D.C.
Oh, man.
We're finding that in Albuquerque, we're finding in Philadelphia, and Orlando. They're showing up everywhere.
But you can only get the original in Chattanooga.
We are the original, yeah.
It's not only the concept of taking the idea of a dog race, but they're actually taking our artwork.
Oh, you're kidding!
And they're finding it online. Man. This is the actual.
That's the winner
flag.
flag.
Okay, it's 96 running of the Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's Oliver. Man, I'm pulling for Oliver now. But okay, talk to me about some of these bands.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, this is incredible. We're Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yes, we're the original, but we're Chattanooga, Tennessee, but we're getting bands from Sweden, and you're getting calls from all over the globe for Heffron Drive.
Yeah,
right?
No 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 is a band from Sweden, and specifically said, hey, we'll fly from Sweden for this running the Chihuahuas race. Heffron Drive is fronted by the guy from Big Time Rush. His name is Kendall. These are bands that right now you don't know much about, but in a year or two, they're going to be headlining Riverbend, say Hot Shell Ray, which they did last year. Hot Shell Ray got their start on our Running of the Chihuahua stage. That we introduced them at the Running of the Chihuahua stage. 2 years later, they're headlining Riverbend. It's bizarre.
That is awesome.
Yeah, totally bizarre. So yeah, and even one of the artists, DJ Cassidy, is President Obama's inauguration DJ. He's Oprah's birthday DJ. Whenever these guys need a DJ, oddly enough, they call DJ Cassidy and then Jason.
Well, I don't mind being Plan B for the president.
Now don't put that down. You have to play it
because we are running out of time. So as he plays, tell me all about it this weekend. Right? Where do you show up? When is it?
Yeah, can I get a little music, please, for this? Thank you. Thank you. This weekend, starting at 1 o'clock, we open the doors. 2 o'clock is the event. The music begins, and at 6 o'clock, the races start. We have 144 dogs participating in this year's race, and it's gonna run to about 8:30. And again, totally free. And before we go, I must complete the tradition.
Oh,
you guys
yes.
have been so nice to us in the last 7 years that every time that we come on, we make sure that we apply the mustache to Jason's face in honor.
I have to wear
We do,
this
but we gotta do this
until
quickly,
Saturday
guys.
night.
We're out of time,
This is
man.
the official start of the running of the Chihuahua season.
Woo!
The
It is
application
on.
of the
It is
mustache.
on. And stay with us.
we
We're
go.
going to be right back.
You might need a whack.